The fourth and final EFL Cup quarter-final tie occurs Wednesday night at Liverpool's Anfield headquarters, as the Reds take on West Ham United in an all-Premier League affair. Jurgen Klopp's crop has overcome Bournemouth and Leicester City to make it this far, while the Irons stunned Arsenal in round 4 after a narrow opening success over Lincoln City. While one desired record was broken in Liverpool's headline Premier League battle with Manchester United, where Anfield welcomed its biggest ever crowd in the Premier League era, Klopp's troops earned a slice of unwanted history as the Red Devils somehow escaped with a point. Firing 34 shots on goal without beating Andre Onana once. Liverpool had never failed to score with so many attempts in a Premier League game since data became available in 2003 to 2004, thanks to their lack of killer instinct in the final third and resolute Red Devils defending on Sunday evening. A bemused Klopp went as far as to state that his side's overall performance was more dominant than their 7-0 obliteration of Man United last season, but the scoreline in the top left-hand corner did not back up such a claim, as Liverpool's 11-game winning home run in the 2023-24 season came to a bitter end. Sitting second in the standings behind Arsenal ahead of Saturday's mouth-watering top-of-the-table clash with the Gunners, Liverpool will temporarily banish talk of the title race as they seek to move one step closer to a record-extending 10th EFL Cup crowning, having clinched their 9th and most recent honor in 2022. Only one of the hosts' last 6 quarter-final ties has seen the Reds fall short, which came on a historic day in the 2019-20 season, as an 11 comprising solely of academy players, Liverpool's youngest ever starting lineup, was crushed 5-0 by Aston Villa at this stage while Klopp's senior troops were competing at the Club World Cup. West Ham's Europa Conference League triumph did not earn the Irons a ticket to the ongoing iteration of the Club World Cup. That spot was reserved for Champions League winners Manchester City, but David Moyes' men are potentially just 270 minutes away from adding another honour to the cabinet. Sure to enjoy a hostile welcome on account of his Everton association, Moyes led West Ham to the last 16 of the Europa League alongside Liverpool in midweek with a 2-0 success over Freiburg, and the visit of Wolverhampton Wanderers on Sunday saw the Hammers complete their redemption mission from their 5-0 horror show at Fulham, joining former Liverpool fan favourite Roberto Firmino as just the second Brazilian to set up 3 goals in a single Premier League game. Prolific playmaker Lucas Paqueta laid on 2 first-half assists for Mohamed Kudus before also setting Jared Bowen on his bike to complete a comprehensive capital crushing. The London Stadium also bounced during West Ham's 4th-round EFL Cup tie. Moyes' men stunned Arsenal after a narrow beating of Lincoln City to advance to the quarter-finals for the second time in 3 seasons. Still, the Irons must lift a last-8 hoodoo to edge closer to Wembley. Indeed, West Ham has lost each of their last 3 quarter-final ties since reaching the semis of the 2013-14 edition, where they suffered a humiliating 9-0 aggregate destruction at the hands of Manchester City, and a 3-1 loss to Liverpool at Anfield in September represented their 4th defeat on the bounce against the Reds. Already seeing his midfield ranks decimated by injuries to Thiago Alcantara, hip, Stefan Bajcetic, calf, and Alexis Mac Allister, knee, Klopp was forced to take Ryan Gravenberch off the field just past the hour mark against Man United after the Dutchman sustained an apparent hamstring issue. However, assistant Pep Lijnders revealed that Gravenberch was only fatigued and could play on Wednesday. At the same time, Mac Allister has an outside chance of making his comeback, too, but Ben Doak suffered a severe knee injury with the under-21s over the weekend and is now set for surgery. Andrew Robertson, shoulder, Joel Matip, ACL, and Diogo Jota, muscle, also feature on a growing injury list for the Reds. However, Klopp will still make changes in abundance as ever, allowing Joe Gomez, Harvey Elliott, and Cody Gakpo opportunities to impress. Meanwhile, there has been little movement in the sparsely populated West Ham treatment bay, where the sole occupant is knee victim Michail Antonio, who is not anticipated to return to first-team duty for another couple of weeks. Edson Alvarez managed to shake off a bang to the hip to play the full 90 against Wolves, where Łukasz Fabianski was once again given the nod in goal over Alphonse Areola, despite the latter's recent recovery from a wrist problem. Moyes could keep faith with Fabianski on Wednesday before drafting Aguerd back into his Premier League 11, and necessary changes amid the hectic schedule could benefit Danny Ings' chances of a start against his old team. I just wanted to remind you that Liverpool sent Bournemouth and Leicester City packing to make it to the competition's quarter-finals. Wednesday's contest against West Ham United comes between two high-profile Premier League clashes. Against Manchester United last Sunday and Arsenal this Saturday. Liverpool, who had gotten used to making mincemeat of the Red Devils at Anfield in recent seasons, walked away with an undesired result when two sides collided in front of Anfield's biggest ever crowd of the Premier League era. A resolute Manchester United defence refused to afford their rivals a way through, and despite their fragilities, they held on for dear life and returned to Old Trafford with a well-earned point. Captain Virgil van Dijk and Jurgen Klopp were visibly annoyed with the outcome, lamenting that the result did not reflect their dominance. Sure, Liverpool had their chances, but the more clear-cut ones, albeit just a couple in number, fell to Manchester United. Liverpool missed a great chance to climb to the top of the Premier League table and will have it all to do once again this Saturday when current league leaders, the Gunners, come visiting. Meanwhile, their Wednesday opponent, West Ham United, picked up a comfortable 3-0 win over Wolverhampton Wanderers last Sunday. It was 3 points earned in typical Hammer fashion as they let their opponents have more of the ball, only to snatch it from them and punish them when they were light at the back. Lucas Paqueta set up Mohamed Kudus for the first 2 goals of the game. The Brazilian then made it a hat-trick of assists as he played in Jared Bowen for West Ham's 3rd goal of the contest. The London Stadium was in a jovial mood, and Moyes hopes that his players can show a similar bite when they square off against Liverpool on Wednesday. Liverpool vs West Ham United head-to-head and key statistics. West Ham United have managed to beat Liverpool just once in their last 15 meetings across all competitions, losing 12 and drawing 2. Liverpool have won their last 7 home meetings against West Ham in all competitions. Since reaching the semi-finals of the EFL Cup in the 2013-14 season, West Ham have lost all of their last 3 quarter-final ties. Liverpool have failed to win just one of their last 6 quarter-final ties. After going 6 games unbeaten in all competitions, Liverpool have failed to win their last 2 matches. A resolute Manchester United defence refused to afford their rivals a way through, and despite their fragilities, they held on for dear life and returned to Old Trafford with a well-earned point. Captain Virgil van Dijk and Jurgen Klopp were visibly annoyed with the outcome, lamenting that the result did not reflect their dominance. Sure, Liverpool had their chances, but the more clear-cut ones, albeit just a couple in number, fell to Manchester United. Liverpool missed a great opportunity to climb to the top of the Premier League table and will have it all to do again this Saturday when current league leaders, the Gunners, come visiting. Meanwhile, their Wednesday opponent, West Ham United, picked up a comfortable 3-0 win over Wolverhampton Wanderers last Sunday. It was 3 points earned in typical Hammer fashion as they let their opponents have more of the ball, only to snatch it from them and punish them when they were light at the back. Lucas Paqueta set up Mohamed Kudus for the game's first 2 goals. The Brazilian then made it a hat-trick of assists as he played in Jared Bowen for West Ham's 3rd goal of the contest. The London Stadium was jovial, and Moyes hopes his players can show a similar bite when they square off against Liverpool on Wednesday. Liverpool vs West Ham United head-to-head and key statistics. West Ham United have beaten Liverpool just once in their last 15 meetings, losing 12 and drawing 2. In all competitions, Liverpool have won their last 7 home meetings against West Ham. Since reaching the semi-finals of the EFL Cup in the 2013-14 season, West Ham have lost all of their last 3 quarter-final ties. Liverpool still needs to win just one of their last 6 quarter-final ties. After going 6 games unbeaten in all competitions, Liverpool still need to win their last 2 matches. The 2 managers have bigger fish to fry heading into 2024, but a handful of fringe players on both sides should leave it all out on the Anfield turf in a bid to play their way into Klopp and Moyes' good books, giving rise to a close-run affair. With a glut of goals already under their belt at home this season, Liverpool's underwhelming showing on Sunday was surely just a one-off, and if the Reds can prove as such, a place in the last four of the EFL Cup should be theirs, but an in-form West Ham will put up quite a fight. According to our prediction, we predict Liverpool to win this match. This game will have over 2.5 goals and both teams will score.